An NBA worldwide superstar, NBA champion, and multiple time MVP used multiple bank accounts so he wouldn't go over the $250,000 FDIC insurance limit at one bank. Welcome to Degenny from the blockchain, where we defy logic. I loved reading this article from Business Insider because it just shows what everybody's thinking. The headline says NBA star Giannis Antetokounmpo spread his money across half a dozen bank accounts as a rookie because of the FDIC's $250,000 limit. Billionaire team owner Mark Lasry told him to invest instead. Well, that's a different story. But this came out Monday, April 3rd, and some of the highlights include Silicon Valley Bank's implosion had spotlighted the federal deposit insurance limit of $250,000. I think a lot of people are waking up to that right now and wondering if they should do the same thing with their bank accounts if they have more than $250,000. And that led the NBA star and champion and worldwide icon, Giannis Antetokounmpo, to open multiple bank accounts to protect his fortune. Billionaire investor Mark Lasry told the player to invest in U.S. Treasuries and other assets instead. Sure. The sudden collapse of Silicon Valley Bank has shown a spotlight on federal deposit insurance, which only extends to $250,000 of a customer's money at a single bank. When Giannis first learned of the limit, he opened half a dozen bank accounts to protect his fortune. The basketball star arrived in the U.S. a decade ago at age 18 in 2023 and went to the bank to open an account. He told Bloomberg on Friday, "I had no money growing up, so I asked them, is my money safe?" That's a great question. He recalled, after finding out about the $250,000 cap, Antetokounmpo promptly opened accounts at 5, 6, or 7 banks. And then Lasry went on to say, telling Giannis, "You can't be having accounts at 50 different banks. Let me tell you something, if JP Morgan goes under, your little dinky banks are going to go under too. Let me explain what you should buy. You should buy U.S. Treasuries and you should buy this. I wonder what those 3 dots are. Does that mean Bitcoin? I doubt that he would tell Giannis in 2013 that Bitcoin is a safe place to put your money, but I bet people are now. And then further down, in recent years, Giannis has acted on the advice of Lasry and other trusted advisors. Quote, "There's way smarter ways to do it. Keep your money safe," the power forward told Bloomberg, adding that he's strategically expanded his portfolio since the pandemic. Does that include Bitcoin? We have no idea. Giannis has plenty of money to protect and deploy. He netted an estimated $81 million in earnings on and off the court last year. The magazine, according to Forbes, the magazine ranked him 10th on its list of the world's highest paid athletes. The Greek freak has most recently partnered with CEO John Kadunis of an exchange-traded fund that invests based on environmental, social, and governance criteria. I don't disagree with everything in that article. I just think it's hilarious because we're all thinking it too. And Giannis was thinking it in 2013 if he should open up multiple bank accounts. And should you get 50? I don't know, maybe not. That was a good point, that if JP Morgan went down, all the smaller banks would probably go down as well, just as if Bitcoin went to zero. All other crypto obviously would cease to exist as well. So, I mean, that's a fair point. But I don't know, if you have a couple $1 million, if I had a couple $1 million, I'd probably open up a few bank accounts and not go over the $250 limit in some of them. Or actually in all of them, and then put the rest of the money somewhere else. But that absolutely includes crypto, Bitcoin, and a lot of the altcoins for sure. I just think it would have been hilarious if in 2013, Giannis put his money into Bitcoin. I'm sure Lasry wasn't even thinking that, you know. But yeah, I mean, diversification is always key. Giannis, as an 18-year-old, was probably wondering, is my money safe? And he did ask that question, and that is a fantastic question to be asking right now. And I can't believe we have to ask that. Look, where are they telling us to go? They meaning, you know, our heroes in the government. They're telling us to go to the banks. And, you know, for the small percentage of people in crypto, the people outside of crypto who still don't know either what Bitcoin is, especially, never mind how to use it, they're going to go to the banks too, because that's what their authorities are telling them to do. And yeah, I mean, how can you blame people who are just going about their day trying to make a living and being hardworking people and nice, compassionate people with families and friends? You know, they want to trust their government. But as you can see, it's going down. The US dollar is going down. Remember when Christy came on this channel, she told you about her premonition and her dream that the dollar is falling. And one interpretation I had of her dream, and go back and click this video here to see what that dream was. The fall of the dollar, there was a blanket over the sun. And I related the sun to Bitcoin because one might relate the Bitcoin logo to the sun. But the blanket isn't covering Bitcoin. It was about to be unveiled as the savior, you know, of our finances and currency. So the rise of Bitcoin is actually when that blanket comes off of the sun, when the dollar has finally fallen all the way down to zero. So, that's my blockchain reaction. Giannis, great on you for thinking that at such a young age. And I'm not even sure if people know what to do right now. Like I said, I would probably open a few accounts and not go over the $250,000 limit if I had millions of dollars. And the rest of it, of course, would be in Bitcoin and other cryptos like Cardano, Atom. But it's a very valid question, and a lot of people are waking up to that fact right now, that basically, is their money safe? And let's all take a page out of Giannis's young 18-year-old brain, and you can see how successful he's become in the past 10 years, that we should be wondering if our money is safe and what we should be doing. Do your own research. This is not financial advice. That is my blockchain reaction. Thank you for watching. Hey, thank you for watching to the very end. And before you go, please subscribe to the channel, crank up that like button, drop a comment and share the video. If you want to join me on the VEUIT platform, the Web3 streaming platform, I'm going to migrate all my content over there and create new content on the blockchain. My referral link is in the description below.